Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back for episode 33 of Season 2 for Medieval Dynasty. Today we're going to start out by going on an iron run to see if we can't make a little bit of extra money that way. We're going to see what we can juggle to try to get some people into the other excavation shed and see if we can't get some more limestone coming in. We're also going to see about possibly setting out the starting plans for our second village. I have kind of an idea on where I want to put it, but I'm not super into it yet, so we might have a vote. But if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and drop in. Alright, here we are loaded in. Let's see what we've got going on. So we do have some crap that we could sell off before we get too excited about a mine run. Let's go ahead and sell some of this junk off. I'm not doing too awful bad, actually. It's been a good day. It was a gorgeous day here today. Super nice fall day. Not too hot, not too cold. Not rainy. It's a good day. Alright, so we're going to head over to Tukti. We're going to start there. Whoops. And sell off some stuff. And then head up to the mine for some quick iron. And then we'll see where we go from there. Now, I was kind of thinking of putting our second village where our village was in Season 1. But I would actually really enjoy input from you guys if anybody has any spots that they would like for me to try to find to put up our village. If you build it across the water, could be a nice view. It could. Directly across isn't going to work, because originally we were trying to put it here, and it's just way too hilly. But maybe over here? How are the animals over here? Although that's really close to that town, I don't know how big we can get it there. And this isn't going to be much build room either, because we've got a fairly large footprint. So I was hoping for like here-ish, but that was where we were going to go originally, but it was far too big. It's been a while since I've built over here. One of these mountains had a really nice flat area. Maybe it was this one? Although that's not going to fit there. I don't know. I suppose we could try up here. But that's why I was thinking here, is just because we already know what it's like here. And we know it'll fit just fine. But also we just did that, so something else might be more fun. I don't think that's as flat as it looks. We could try over here. I've never built over here. Or maybe, yeah. Maybe we'll go scout that area and see what it looks like. But my plan is to slowly build up a second village and supply the workers with the children from the first village. And then hopefully the adults will last long enough for the kids to have kids, so that the adults can be slowly replaced by the kids' kids. So that we can just basically ping-pong people. I think that would be kind of cool. See how I am? I always forget something. And you know, I do that in my real life too. I will get all the way to the car and realize that I've forgotten something. It's always one thing, and it's always a different thing. But I always forget something. You tell them that you'll be back in 10 minutes, and they say that they'll hold your items. By the time you get back, they put them... Yeah. Although, having worked retail, I can tell you that when somebody says they'll be back in 10 minutes, you may as well just put the stuff away. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not coming back. So I kind of get both sides of that. It's super frustrating being the person it happens to, but it's also super frustrating being the worker. Although I do have to say that I don't understand why more retail workers don't go into acting, because that is the most acting I have ever had to do in my life. Your customer can never know that you're having a bad day or that you're super pissed off. You have to always be chipper, and you have to always be friendly. Well, I guess you don't have to, but you should. It's good customer service. And unfortunately, especially in the US, that's been falling by the wayside lately. But the stores that have good customer service, they can never know if you're having a bad day. They can never know if you're upset. You just have to be super chipper and super nice and smile, and servile is not necessarily the right word, but it's a good fit. So let's go see what there is to see. That is a long trek. 1,600 meters. Well, I guess in the grand scheme of real life, it's really not that far, but for Game World, that's a trek. Oh, are there bandits here? There are bandits here. We have wolves and bandits. This has all gone horribly tits up. I wonder if the wolves will attack the bandits. Well, I've wondered about that for a while, but it's ridiculously difficult to stage because of the random spawns of the bandits. But I've wondered about that for a while, if wolves would aggro onto bandits. Because, like, the villagers are more or less immortal. No, they didn't get in a fight with the wolf. There's no wolf corpse. Alright, let's take this guy down first. What? How did that not kill you? Because it wasn't a headshot. I got him in the shoulder. I got that one in the, well, mouth/throat. Ooh. Ooh. I don't actually know what a coverlet does. It's the first time I've seen one. I'm wondering if it's clothing, maybe? We just killed a man for his boots. For shame. Alright, now where'd those wolves go? But I know, like, villagers are, like, bandits and hostile animals completely ignore villagers. So I wasn't sure what the interaction would be between the hostile animals and the bandits. But seeing as how close this one was, and the fact that he basically chased us through their camp, and there was not a wolf corpse or any extra bandit corpses, I'm gonna say that there is no interaction between them. And that's why we have that skill. I would not have seen him until he aggroed, because of where he was standing, without that red glow. Dodging trees. I feel like I'm on Endor dodging trees with the speeder bikes. I don't know. It's pretty sloped. Like, there's a flat area right here, but it's not very big. And then you've got those hills to contend with. The stream here is going to be a pain in the butt, too. And there's a little bit more flat over here. And there's a bear. Hello! Alright, Mr. Bear. I don't want no trouble. I just want your giblets. Oh. The trick is to get his giblets without him getting our giblets. Because this is a little closer than I want to be. I also need him to turn to face us. Oh, it's a bit more flat up in there. How far up that way can we get before it tells us we're out of map? Not very. What about over here? Let's give that a try. I would really like you to turn your head, Mr. Bear. One of the best parts about the bow is it does cause a slight bleed over time. So not only does it give you spoor to follow, but it also damages them slowly over time. It's a little better over here. I still don't know that it's going to be quite big enough, though. Let's make sure there's nothing else hostile over here. Oh, that wasn't the only bear. There's another bear up there somewhere. Noted. Finally figured it out. As, the lower your stamina is, the more difficult it is to hit a target. This area is pretty flat. It's got some slope to it. Ah, the road's right there, though. Damn it. I went back up in here. Oh, no, that's even worse with the two streams. Yeah, this is so uneven, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't know how well this area is going to work out. We could try over here. By Jezrika. So we know here's good. We know here's too hilly. This, I'm afraid, is too close to Rolnica for it to let us do. We could always go up in the swamps, I suppose. I don't know if it'll let us put a foundation on water, though, like that. That might give us an issue. Or we could check out over here. Let's check out this area. I've never built there. Yeah, it's a tree. That's the third time this episode I've hit something. I am not doing well. Oh, this is way too sloped. It won't let you build a field here. Or most of the houses. I don't remember the flatland being that narrow. Because, I mean, the housing we can pretty much do whatever we want with. That's not the part that I'm really worried about. It's these four, and then this core section right here. Like these out here don't matter, and these back here don't matter. But these four, and then this setup here, matters. Because I want efficiency. If we're going to craft stuff in the village, I want to be able to get to it quickly. Yeah, that's kind of the biggest problem is I really wish there was some form of terraforming so that you could flatten out an area to build in. Like back over here is really pretty, and if we could make this more flat, I would totally go for it. But we can't. Oh, okay. We'll go check it out. Because, I mean, this area we could build here, but it's not going to be... As soon as we get back up into here, it's going to start giving us issues. And we're going to get back up into here. Yeesh. There's some room through here, but it's not going to be... Maybe over this way. We're not going to be able to get nearly as big of a footprint as we have. This doesn't look too bad, though. So this way it gets a little hilly, but this way is super flat. Then down by the birch. Bandits? No. Just a camp. The only downside with this area is the road is super close, which is going to also curtail building a little bit. It's really hard to find perfect build spots. And I know designing around the flaws is what some people play the game for, but I am very much a function over form kind of person. I'm not great at designing. I just want to optimize my village, and areas that aren't big enough make that very difficult. But that looks super flat from over here too, and I don't think it really is. I think some of it's a proximity. Got a narrow band here, and then the road's going to be in the way. But this area is actually not that bad. I think we already got these bandits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already killed these guys last episode. Yep, there's a corpse. This area is actually quite flat. Yeah. Yeah, because you come up here to the waterfall. Or not. Like right here, I think. But this area is pretty flat. It's got a little bit of a slope that way, but we might be able to make this work. And it is pretty close to where because we were looking over here, so I mean, we're really close to that northern area. We're going to have to be careful of what we put where, but I think we can make this work. I'm glad we went down to look at that other lake. It just didn't seem super efficient. Up here probably wouldn't be terrible, but again, we're too close to the towns, I think. Although at this zoom-in rate, our village is about yay big. How's the watchman? Yeah, the watchman's still creepy as shit, too. I'm not actually going to upgrade these two houses because I want to pull all three of these forward. So for now, we're just going to leave those two be. Oh, looks like we had two partially completed houses because this one's not done yet either. Need people to man it. Alright, I think, unfortunately, due to tax reasons, it is time to let the donkeys go. Nice view. Yeah. Yep, it's time to let the donkeys go. Pulls out a sledgehammer. Alright, so we're going to get $2 grand back for each of these. Which, unfortunately... Well, I guess they did breed. So we did get one free one. So I think we actually wound up on donkeys. I think we did better than breaking even. We did make a slight profit. Because we spent $4,000 for our first donkey, which we just got back. And then we spent half price. Well, okay, we broke even. Because we had one baby. And the babies sell for half as much, so... Well, purchased for half as much. So we bought 2 and sold 2, which... Or, bought 1, sold 2, which balanced that out. And then we bought a baby in the early game. And we sold an extra adult, so... We should have broken even on donkeys. They cost us nothing. Other than the resources to build this stuff, but that was free, so...
How is life treating you?
Hey, sure. Oh, don't go anywhere. I've got the hammer on me. There you go. So we just got some build rep off that. Or build tech, rather. So if we go to tech... Well, we're well on our way to resource storage. Well, the Builder's Hut's only 2 episodes old, so in the last 2 real days, we've gone from 7,500 to 8,800. So we will probably be in resource storage 3 not too far from now. English is your 3rd. That's impressive. I speak a smattering of various languages, but I'm not really fluent in anything other than English, unfortunately. I should really practice more and become fluent in at least one other thing. But I know a handful of phrases and a handful of languages. It's enough to sound impressive in conversation, but it's not enough to actually communicate with people that only speak those languages. And we're not actually going to pick any cabbage, because we don't need that much cabbage. So we're just going to let them handle it and not worry about it. So while they handle that, let's go see what the king wants. Where else do we have quests? So we've got 3 up there, 4 up here that we can check. And then we can head down to Jazrika. There's one in Danica as well. Okay. Well, we'll go to Rolnica first and run up and around here. And then we'll come back across down to Danica and then down to Jazrika and see what we can find. Yes! Resources. That's a big one. Alright, and we're relatively close to our home, so we can just ride up north, grab them, and come right back. So there's some more free build XP, or tech points. Oh! Wow, we just got like teleported forward. That was super weird. I was in the middle of... I was stopped in the middle of turning and we just jumped forward. Alright, what did that give us? I really wish it would stop uncollapsing these on us. So 200 building technology and 200 building technology. Excellent. Oh, the king's 30. The king is very pleased with us. Excellent. What does the king want? After the war, he's short on coins. Unfortunately, this one's going to be really easy. I'll gather some coins. How many does he want? Oh, here we go. Here's our 5,000 coins that I was talking about. This was our first quest on Season 1. We got it like 3 days in. It was awful. It was probably more than 3 days. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But it was our very first King's Quest, and it was for 5 grand. Unfortunately, that's going to take us down. I was hoping that we'd hit 300,000 a day, but we will not. But we did get 360 Dynasty rep for it, and the king is going to be happy. How... I guess we're on year 6. I thought we were on year 8. I don't know why. The stable lost their person, but we knew that was going to happen, and we're not going to replace them. I did want to see if the animals bred. The sheep finally bred! We got 2 lammies! Excellent. About damn time. The pigs still haven't. It's been 4 years. Well, at least 3 3/4 years since the pigs have bred. Okay, he's probably not grown yet. Once he's grown, we'll get rid of him. And he'll be the new male of the roost. The rams don't matter. We can get wool out of male or female. Just standing in an empty store selling nothing like in Soviet times. Fair enough. There was a neat song that went through a fairly large chunk of Russia's history to the theme of Tetris that I enjoyed. I'm not entirely sure how accurate the song really is. I know parts of it are accurate, but I don't know about the overall. But I can't for the life of me remember the name of the song, but it was quite entertaining, and I enjoyed it. And it actually sped up the way that the Tetris theme song did. It was super cool. I'll have to see if I can't find it. If I find it, I'll post something on Discord. Yeah, she's got a great spread of skills, so let's put her in the excavation shed, I guess, for now. But on that note, it is a little bit past time. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I was too worried about our villagers. We are going to go ahead and stop here, and we will pick back up next time. So if you guys learned anything useful, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.